holding your center, and I'm walking in like a recreational park. Now, the first clip on that, which wasn't released first, but you have to look at the description, it says part 1. I was being filmed by a woman, the woman that you see me with a lot. So I just want to say, like, when I show stuff, I show all kinds of moods, and I show you real life. Like, I'm not trying to hide the fact that I argue a lot. That if you take it out of context, you see me for like a split second or for a minute when I'm in a bad mood or angry, and you can say, man, this guy is such an a-hole. I get that a lot of times. So I'm not trying to hide that. I would love to change my personality so that never happens. However, because it does happen, I want to show it to you. And I expect my viewers to be mature and want to see the bigger picture. So one of my longtime viewers, maybe not more than a few years, but anyhow, In a Blue Moon wrote on that video, and I responded back because sometimes I don't know what to say, because a short comment for a 9-minute video, I'm not sure exactly what the response was directed to. I'm not sure how it is very specific, but I get a general idea, and I try to keep the discussion going. Now, In a Blue Moon is one of the people that can keep a conversation in text. So that's definitely is a good thing. It could have a lot of potential to communicate. However, I chose to just do a video. And if In a Blue Moon sees this, or anybody else is free to jump in here and say, yeah, or what they don't like about me, or whatever. I'm a public figure, okay? That's not even a question. I put myself out there for a long time, so I can't be private, pretend I can protect certain things. I really can't. And I knew that when I was making a choice. But I felt like I waited long enough. I wasn't a child anymore. And actually, that's the whole thing. Like, here's my child, and you're like thinking, wow, I didn't even ask them, and is it fair that I make my children public? So that's a whole other issue. I feel like I'm in charge of this. I feel like my assessment is that they're developing well. I feel like something about their souls in coming to me, that they are very public wherever they go, even if it's not just being broadcast on the internet. They're incredible. They're way more incredible than I was, or that my parents allowed me to be. My parents were very restrictive and stuff. But getting back to the relationship and that, what you can see in that video, people have to understand that if I have a long-term history with somebody, like I'm with them, it's interdependent, and in a lot of ways, someone is dependent on me. Like, even more frustrating than having a child dependent on me, because a child is understood that they're growing up and they're developing, and as the parent, I'm very sensitive to that. And every day I make adjustments, and I try to be the best that I can, and I also see that they try to be the best that they can, right? He's really incredible. He's drawing right now. He's incredible studying the things that he says, even like spiritual things, and he goes out and he shares with other kids, his generation or other people in the world. He's really incredible, especially even with his siblings. Now, I can understand as a child, like, you cut a child a lot more slack. When it comes to another adult, not in their 20s, someone in their 30s, or someone into their 40s or approaching their 40s, it's different. especially if it's not like the first month. There's several years where you get to know a person. So there's a lack of patience with like patterns that I'm aware of, and that it's not just patterns about them. I gotta say it's mutual. There's patterns of there's rough spots between any two people. There is. And if you see that, hey, sorry, if you don't want to see a personal thing, I mean, then really, those kind of people don't come to the channel. You want sterile, you want polished, cleaned up, you know, mainstream, networky, corporate type of stuff, then you don't come here. Even when I get the funding, even when I'm going to be corporate, even when I'm to the top and doing everything high tech on a regular schedule, there's still going to be that quality to me that you already found. So I know that you want to see that, and I'm giving more explanation. I have a limit to my patience, and when a person takes up a lot of my time, I mean, not just I'm giving someone time in comments and I'm focusing on their videos. I do a few minutes for all my big fans, all my big viewers, all my big friends, all my big followers. I do that for you. Hey, you know, I feel like you deserve that. I'll even give you more if I can. I'll give you a few hours if I know what I can give for you that's appropriate, that's something that's, you know, specific to you. However, when you see me with somebody and you're talking about days, weeks, months on end of attention, there's going to be the rough spot that you get exposed to, because I'm exposed to it. And I'm like, hey, you know, like this again. And I show my dissatisfaction, I show my impatience. It's impossible. It would be fake if I didn't. But for someone to come to me and say, oh, you know, it's so easy to handle it another way, I just start thinking, like, well, I can take your advice, yes, but I already tried that. And if you tell me that, it's sort of like, have you done that? Have you been in that position? Have you dealt with somebody who has the same pattern of their behavior and go through it long term and then say, you're still going to use that method that you're recommending to me to do? You want to recommend that I do this, and you really think it's going to work. As if I didn't do it. I do that. I take a really positive approach. I take a lot of patience. But you see, it's in my patient times that I'm not filming, and if I'm filming that, that's sort of like everything's quiet, nothing's going on. You don't know what's going on in the brain, the quietness, the meditativeness. All that patience, all that positive technique is there. I give that. I mean, if people can't see that in my children or you know, something about my relaxed, real way, then I'm going to have to show you that more so you get that. But this particular individual and several others that are around me, and it's not just one or two, it's more than that. There's several people around me. They're there for a reason, to keep me tense. Not keep me on my toes, to keep me active. That's why they're there. It's karma. But see, I'm waiting for the day when they progress, when they come full circle to learning the lessons that they need to from me. And what are the lessons that I needed to learn by being integrated with them.